Manchester United-based breaking news this morning. We've got an update on their pursuit of the Brentford forward Bryan Mbeumo, and United are expected to make a move for Mbeumo this week.
Yeah, it's understood that they are getting encouragement that the player wants to move to Old Trafford.
Yeah, Brentford will listen to offers for the forward, who then in the club that Mbeumo has earned the chance to move to a bigger club this summer.
Mbeumo, they remain optimistic of doing a deal for him. One source claims it could come this week, another bid to match what Brentford want. We think they want around £65 million. But both of these players have got significant Premier League experience, which has kind of been not the case, shall we say, in some of United's previous signings. They've been signing players from leagues with players that haven't had experience in the Premier League.
The latest is that Juventus still very much interested in him and are currently working on a potential deal. The other player that they are looking at is Porto's Francisco Conceição as well, and it's not been ruled out potentially that Juventus would do both players. We know that he's in that group of five that don't really fit in at Manchester United now, and it's expected that probably 4 of the 5 players would potentially leave. When you look at the turnover of players, realistically...
The players that would be in other teams be able to be playing, but obviously there's a reason why Ruben Amorim is not playing them. And I think for them now, I'm sure they're sat there or they're speaking to their agents and just saying, please, just get me to a place where it's a club where I go and play football. Like, as players, you just want to play football. I don't think they're going to just sit around and just wait and wait and wait. They want to be going to play football. So, you know, hopefully for the club and for themselves that they get something sorted so they go and play football.
Now, we started the show by talking about all the things you'd won, and it's quite an extensive list. You're the only Englishman to win the Premier League title and a Serie A title. Now, Scott McTominay has obviously made the move from Manchester United to Italy, won the Scudetto with Napoli.
Manchester United is advancing negotiations for Brentford's 25-year-old winger Bryan Mbeumo after 2 bids rejected. Fabrizio Romano reports that talks are progressing under Brentford's timeline, with optimism high ahead of the pre-season. Brentford are showing firmness in valuation, dismissing a £55 million bid and a second one worth up to £62.50 million. Yet insiders say United remain committed, with a third offer expected soon as both clubs refine add-on structures. Sporting's prolific striker Victor Gyökeres, a target for Arsenal, remains open to Manchester United, should his move to the Emirates stall. Reports indicate his preference is Arsenal, but the Old Trafford project remains a contingency option. Transfer sage Fabrizio Romano maintains that United's interest in Gyökeres continues, though no formal bid has been submitted yet. Meanwhile, he confirms that United's pursuit of Mbeumo is active, and not slowed by the club. Amorim is pushing for an attack-centered lineup, ahead of potential outgoings such as Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, and Rashford. He views Cunha and Mbeumo as the core of his offensive rebuild, backed by deep scouting and a structured attacking blueprint. With fitness levels rising and pre-season looming, Manchester United stands on the brink of a major transformation. The next 2 weeks will prove decisive, confirming whether Amorim's triple threat plan of Cunha, Mbeumo, and Gyökeres can come together before the Premier League kicks off.